Microphone is on. I know this is in the way, but nothing I can really do about that. I mean, that's better. Okay, technical difficulty is now taken care of. I figured it out. I got my shotgun mic, which I usually don't use, but now I have an excuse to use it. Sorry if you can see it. Let me try to manage that a little bit. Perfect. Sorry about that, guys. Welcome to another video. Normally, I wasn't going to do it today. I had a very long and busy day. I had to drive to Fresno to drop my little sister off to her school at Fresno State. Had to come back and work a couple hours at the dealership, and my boss said, you cutting out for the day? Can I? He said, yes. I'm like, peace. So I got my couple hours, I ate my dinner, and I'm now here, and I kind of rushed everything together. Chris, how you doing today, my man? Are you at work? Are you smoking? Talk to me, Chief. What are you doing? Anyways, as the last video entailed, I'm going to edit this one after. We're going to be talking about white gummy bear and gummy bear flavors. So there are a handful of them working in Fresno on Veterans Day. Yeah, dude. Working on Veterans Day, working on holidays in general sucks. Especially when everyone else kind of gets a day off and then you have to work. Trust me, man. I feel it. But like I said, we're going to be talking about white gummy bear today. We have the Fumari white gummy bear in the B2 Reaper, also known as the Blue Beetle. You know, this is a great hookah. I love this hookah. I haven't used it in a couple weeks, so I was like, you know what? Instead of using the Cloud King today, we're going to use this. So before we get started in all these reviews and talking about different flavors, I'd like everyone to acknowledge the fact that the man, the myth, the legend, Stan, the man Lee died today. He had passed at the age of 95. And for me, it hit me pretty hard this morning when I found out because he was a big part of my childhood. I watched Spider-Man, the X-Men, the Fantastic Four shows. There were a couple animated shows, and the Silver Surfer. I don't remember. Most people remember that one, but I do. So in commemorance, we're drinking water out of all Marvel-themed cups today. I know the Mia hose, I mean, it's one of the better hoses that fit on here. I don't want to use too many things that are going to knock it over. So, I mean, it works. I get my smoke, right? That's all that really matters. But I see, but my buddy Isaac, he grew up on DC, so he's a DC fan. So me and him are just going to fight about it later.
I'm a Havster, man.
Oh, yeah? So, as a child, were you more DC or Marvel? Answer the question.
Marvel.
Lies. That's not what you told me last week. Sure. Trying to change your answer. Try to get on the side of the show. I see you.
Why are you twisting my words like that?
I ain't twisted nothing, sir.
I'm about to take over this whole video.
You gonna do the review?
No. I'm not gonna do it either.
So, you need a new co-host / producer.
Shouldn't you be working?
It's all fun here on the Hookaholigst show, guys. So, back to this review. Personally, I've smoked a handful of white gummy bear flavors. I've smoked gummy bear flavors in general. So, I've smoked white bear from Starbuzz. I both smoked red and white gummy bear. And then I want to say Alchemist Blend black bear is just like a gummy bear flavor, so I'm just going to count that one. I don't know how most people do it, but that's how I count it on there. So, dang. My hose fell out. That's awkward. Kind of awkward on the show there. But anyways. I have not tried Azor's white gummy bear. That's probably something I need to pick up. I'm going to get paid on Friday, and I was thinking about new flavors to try for the show, so that actually might be a good one. So that one might be a pretty good idea. But as of right now, I'm smoking out of Fumari's white gummy bear, and that's, for me, when I started smoking, there was only a few brands that were out there available to me because I didn't know there was an online community to buy hookah at the time. About 6 years ago, when I first started, there was only a few lines that I knew. There was Alfacker, there was Starbuzz, and Fumari. So that's all that I knew. for the most part. Now that I've been 6 years in, I know there's a vast array of different flavors and brands, and Isaac fucked it up.
I have kept it right here the whole time.
We had one job, Isaac. We had one job.
What happens when you use this hose?
I know, ever since Chris over here decided online places, trust the online vendors, now that I know about that, is so much better to buy stuff from. Honestly, I've now opened my life to so many different flavors. You know, there is, Tangiers, there is Alchemist. Yeah, let's try. We're gonna try a different hose now. Hose swap. Silicone-based mob hookah hose here.
Just full of technical difficulties today.
I know, dang. Today is just it's a mess today, guys. I do apologize. So now we're gonna go ahead and try take three. Take three. Much better. Here we go. Nah, this doesn't even work anymore. Anyways, so white gummy bear. This flavor right here, I am very close to. This is one of the first brands I've ever smoked. So and when I go out to the local smoke shops when I'm running real low, there's only a few flavors I grab. I grab red or white gummy bear. I grab lemon mint, and then maybe blue mist if it's there, because blue mist every once in a while is okay. I mean, it's not a bad flavor, but white gummy bear for me, this white gummy bear in particular is one of the better flavors, I think. That's my own personal opinion. Just because, you try it, and it's not like other white gummy bears where you get like but Starbuzz in particular, let's start there. Starbuzz has their white bear on their bold line. It's a blonde leaf, and for some odd reason, like, I know a white gummy bear is supposed to be pineapple flavored, but when I smoke white gummy bear, I usually compare it to Fumari, and I don't taste pineapple in this. I mean, maybe some people do. Personally, I don't. And if they do, it's like very, very, very subtle. Not like with white bear, it's a very, bold aftertaste. So that's actually a real big thing for me. I don't like that pineapple-y aftertaste. It makes my mouth like all weird, like I'm actually eating pineapples. So personally, I didn't like it. So there's that. I had a video on there, but my camera was being, a jerk, and didn't want to give me the footage, and it lost it forever. On top of my bowl here, we're using the Cocoa Earth coals. I have 2 cubes up on here. Don't need too much room for any more. Honestly, it's just, it works really well. Like, you're seeing the smoke output here, and all the viewers, besides Chris is our only viewer. Chris is our #1 fan. Everyone, hands up to Chris. Chris, you're the all-star of the day. And then the producer man, Isaac, is still a little sad that he thinks we need a new co-host. So he's just as happy, Bunch of great news today. I actually had another video planned with my buddy Matt Chu from the AM Hookah podcast. I was actually going to have him on here today, but I didn't know the actual things to work with, and I didn't take the time to, figure everything else out. But now that we have planned for next week, I have more plans to figure everything out and everything like that. So next week we're going to have Matt Chu on the show, and we got a fun game for him. We're going to call it Puff Puff Pass. So we're going to ask him a series of joke questions, actually, and he's got to have to answer it or plead the fifth by smoking. Normally we play with drinking, but, drinking and smoking just, it's not always the best time. Simply because you get way too messed up. And, overall, you know what? I'm not even doing a review today. I'm just pretty much talking about some nonsense. So I'm going to fix this later. This is the Hookaholigst random show. We're going to be talking about whatever and anything that kind of pops to mind for the next, 12 minutes.
So a podcast.
So, yeah, basically I just became a live stream reviewer to a podcast man. Congratulations, Tommy upped his game. Level up. So in other news, man, I'm just rambling. It's been a long day. Guys, I don't think you understand the seriousness of this situation. I got up at like 9 o'clock this morning to drive to Fresno. It was not a fun time. My sister doesn't know how to drive, so I had to drive the whole way, and it was ridiculous. What I needed to do is take the H2O Go and just smoke on the way there. That would have been better. Chris, do you have any questions for me on the show since you are the one and only person here today? I think this is a good idea to just try to start a Q&A video. Chris, you got any questions for the show? I'll give you a minute. Don't worry.
Or everything today.
Isaac's right. We are everything today. Honestly, there's nothing like not going on this show. Man, I know I kind of botched this together and tried to get it rushed and all kinds of technical difficulties, but hey, the show must go on, as people would say. So we got a live-in caller. Caller, what's your name? Oh, hey, Isaac. Do you got any questions for the show?
Hi there, this is Ted Betterhead.
Ah, Ted Betterhead. How are you today, sir?
I am good, how are you?
I am fantastic. Tell me, you got a question for the show, Ted?
No, not really.
Oh. What are you doing there, Ted?
Just smoking. Waiting for this ugly guy across from me to pass the fucking hose.
Oh, that was Ted Betterhead, everyone. Oh my goodness, we're just all over the place today. I love it. It's great. So actually, I have a question for everybody out in the chat, and when I mean everyone, I mean Chris. So Chris, I don't know if you watched any of my other videos that have been on the channel before. We're thinking about putting together a couple new skits. What do you think about that? About different kind of... have I ever tried Dark Side? No, I actually haven't. That's one of the few brands I need to try. There's been on my list of things I want to try. There's Dark Side. I've already scratched off Tangiers. Shikamania is running wild. Yes, it is running wild. Dark Side is one of them. I've already put Tangiers off the list and put it on the show. There's 360 Cosmic we had already tried and we put it on the show. That was a good one. What's another one we've been meaning to try? We've been talking about Azure. The Rarest by Alpha Comma. That's one we need to get in our lives, and that's one I need to do. Dragon's Blood. I heard something about Dragon's Blood from Matt. Said it wasn't the greatest, so I don't know if we're gonna still do that.
Oh, well.
But I'm gonna try. I'm gonna look into it.
Well, Matt knows everything.
Matt's been doing this a while. Chris, do you tune into the AM Hookah podcast? And did you hear me last week when I told Matt and Adrian we should have a BET rap cipher? That's gonna be part of next year's Hookah Expo. Hopefully, if we get enough buzz on it, get trending on Twitter, maybe we can actually do it. That'd be pretty cool. So we're going to see about that. Yes, do it. Yes. See, like everyone's all aboard on that. So I mean, that sounds crazy.
Say I can't be the
producer. Stop sounding so bitter.
Bitter.
Oh man. Isaac, the producer man, is about to... Well, I'm taking in resumes now, so if you know anyone else who would like to be a producer/co-host on the show, please send them a resume to a DM to the Hookahologist on Instagram and on Twitter, or under the Hookahologist on Facebook. You can join my page there. That'd be fun. And all kinds of great stuff. I live in Chowchilla? Where is that, Chowchilla? Chowchilla? Have you ever heard of that place? That's beyond my knowledge. I'm not very good at geography here. So
Sounds like a pet.
It sounds like a chinchilla, right? Like, I don't know, man. Like, I've never even heard of that place. To be honest, I'm not even trying to be mean. I'm trying to think. I need a damn map or a globe. Oh, okay. So it's a little bit further than Fresno. Okay, so you're in California. Chris, are you going to the next Hookah Expo Worldwide this year? Chris, since you are the #1 Hookahologist live fan, I'm going to have something for you. I am. We're going to be making shirts, and we're going to make sure you get one just because you're tuning in. Almost, like, this is the second week you tuned in. You probably are the #1 viewer for the Hookahologist live stream. I appreciate you so much. You have no idea. Another news, speaking of the channel, actually, we are at 104 subscribers. #1 viewer shirt, man. Yes, dude, I should do. Oh, we got 2 viewers today. Who is our next viewer? I would like to know. That'd be fantastic. But no, Chris, we're gonna get you a #1 shirt, #1 viewer shirt, and it's gonna be hilarious. I'm gonna figure it out. Once I got it, I'm gonna send it to you. You earned it, buddy. You earned it.
He was #1.
Yeah, there's a SpongeBob reference for you. Now that we talked about Stan Lee a little bit, but I think this is a good time to talk about our top 5, Marvel movies. I think this is an appropriate time to talk about our MCU favorite movies. There's a lot of them out there, so it's a tough call. So I think we can start from 5 all the way down to 1. Man, I'll start with this one. I think I'll put at number 5, Black Panther. That for an origin story movie, it was very well done. I love Chadwick Boseman. I watched him in 42 and Superbad, both biopics. One about Jackie Robinson, the other one about James Brown, and I thought those two were done beautifully. Chadwick Boseman was a perfect chance for the Black Panther in Civil War. I think he made it perfect in there. Number 4, I'm gonna have to say Age of Ultron. I love Age of Ultron. Personally, I thought it was a great film. A lot of people don't like it, Isaac included. He's already given me the shaky head.
It's not that I don't like it. It's that there's just so many different ways they could have went about it.
Fair enough, but everyone, from people that I talked to, people don't like how Ultron's mouth moved. I thought that humanized him a little bit. I think it was kind of nice. It looked bothersome to some, but
better than Iron Man 2.
Ooh, way better than Iron Man 2. Taking the number 3 spot, I'm gonna have to say, the original Iron Man movie, the one that started it all. When they redeemed Robert Downey Jr., that was the best. That was the best Iron Man movie to date. I mean, Iron Man 2 was pretty good. Let's not get it wrong. Iron Man 2 was great. Okay, no, it wasn't that great, but still, like Iron Man 1 takes the number 3 spot. Now we're down to our last 2. Let's see. Number 2, I think I'm gonna have to say is, dang it, Infinity War. That made me feel so many feelings. I didn't know I can cry so much in one movie. I'm not feeling too good, Mr. Stark. There's so many things that were done right about that. Just to bring everybody in for the MCU, it was a lot of work. I mean, granted, it was like a 3-hour movie, but could you blame them? There's so many characters. Although, I just wish the Marvel shows were in there too. But the Russo brothers said there wasn't enough time for them. Although that was kind of pointless. I think even if they had like a cameo appearance from Nick Fury, be like, okay, Cullen the backups. Oh, they're gone. Oh shit. That would have been pretty good. That would have been a nice little tie-in. Everybody in New York, or even Doctor Strange mentioning it. Well, we can use backup. We have some people in New York that can help out. They didn't do that either. I think those would have been a nice little tie-in just to mention them. They didn't have to actually be in the film to actually be mentioned, because if you pay attention to all of that, all of this Marvel shows are actually tied into the MCU. Punisher, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, and Daredevil. So, I mean, that could have been a nice way to draw them in, although, I'm not going to pry on that too much because, the Russo brothers should just direct every film from now on because, they do a great job. And the number 1 spot, I'm going to have to say, is The Winter Soldier. Captain America, The Winter Soldier was the best Marvel movie, in my personal opinion. It had everything anyone could have asked for. It had Bucky Barnes. It had, Captain America just pull a 180 from being all-American hero to I don't like you because seems really immorally wrong. So there was a lot of stuff done right. Although I just wished they had a scene where Black Widow and Cap just got together, because obviously the whole movie they were just trying to get it on. They were looking at each other, looking into each other's eyes, just loving each other. And then what? Age of Ultron, Banner, and Black Widow. What kind of nonsense is this? Some bull. Nonsense, I tell you. Yeah, but that's my number. That's my top 5. Although now I'm probably just gonna binge watch every Marvel movie tomorrow. I gotta go buy Ant-Man and the Wasp. So, actually, guys, I think that's about everything. Now that I've been talking about these movies, now I'm actually just gonna go watch them because I have nothing else to do on the rest of my Friday. Because this is my Friday, I get to go out and adventure onto my weekend. Chris, I'm gonna keep you in mind when I make those shirts. I'll be sure to get your info soon, and once I got it, it's yours, buddy. And you're gonna be my #1 viewer. Oh, Isaac's already jealous. Look at him shaking his head. He was the #1 viewer. Ha! Psych. Chris took your spot.
I don't care.
I don't care. Chris, I do like I said, man. I can't appreciate you enough. This is the second time you've actually tuned in, and you never got back to my question. Do you think it would be cool to see more like skit videos done on the channel? That's something I would like to know because we had a couple skits in mind and we've been working on them here and there. And if the viewer likes them, I think we should post them. So let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, guys. Ooh, skits for the win. Till next time, keep smoking.